What is going on? They just announced a new MMO this morning. Are you kidding me? It's an early Christmas present. Thank you, Santa. Maybe I should complain about MMOs more often and then more of them will just get announced. Is that how it works? Is that how game development works? So yeah, Corepunk announced this morning a brand new top-down action MMORPG. It's really, there's some really cool things going on here. I'm pretty excited about this. All right, so let's check out this trailer, first of all.
Rating pending. Let's be honest, it'll be mature. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to Corepunk, an MMORPG where you'll experience fog of war in a vast, seamless open world.
So that's a pretty good intro. We got this open world MMO. So check out this interface here. We got the characters in the upper left. That's like your party member. And then down at the bottom, this appears to be like an action combat. You could almost liken it to MOBAs even, with the skills. And then there's also F keys and number keys assigned to what I'm assuming are consumables or special use items or something like that. This looks pretty cool. It's actually a pretty slick looking interface. Like I think this looks pretty darn good. All right, Corepunk, what else?
Miles and miles of wilderness to get lost in. Discover a small camp in the middle of nowhere.
It's a pretty basic setup where you've just got NPCs you can interact with.
Or a busy metropolis, booming with life and activity. You are free to go wherever you want.
This idea that you won't be running into invisible walls, you can go wherever you want. I wonder if that's just something they're saying for the trailer.
Use public transport to reach remote locations fast and safe.
This may very well imply that there won't be any fast travel, but we'll be taking things like trains or other transport to get from one location to the other.
Begin your journey by creating a hero. Each has its own unique role, abilities, and a set of fighting styles.
This part might actually bug some people. It doesn't look like you make your own character. As you can see in the left-hand corner, there are characters to choose from with very specific looks to them, and then also very specific abilities. So there's 3 specializations, it appears, for each of the characters that they have. I wonder if that's one choice when you create the character, or that if you can change on the fly. Each of the specializations appear to have 4 abilities tied to them. I feel like I would prefer you make your own character and there are classes versus this choosing a preset character and then picking from one of 3 specializations, but who knows how flexible they're gonna be with it.
Complete quests for NPCs who are too busy to do it themselves.
You're gonna need a better gear for that.
Looks like a pretty basic quest system. You walk up to the NPC, they have a choose a quest option, or some of them might also sell some stuff here. A pretty basic setup.
Kill monsters to earn gold. Shred them with your best move.
Something about the narration in this video is really bothering me. But let's take a look at the combat again.
Kill monsters to earn gold. Shred them with your best move. Be careful though. They get pretty crafty when fighting as a unit.
As much as I want to keep bringing up Diablo because of the perspective, when I look at the gameplay, it feels much more MOBA inspired. It's also really slow feeling. Between the character movement and the animation, the game feels like it moves very slow. You know, that might be something that could be tweaked, or maybe that'll be a nice change of pace.
Shred them with your best move.
I don't know about this freaking narration though.
Grow crops. Chop wood. Mine ore.
The game's gonna have a lot of the traditional MMO crafting stuff.
Trade goods for missing resources to craft the weapon you deserve.
Okay, so let's take a look at this crafting menu. There's the learned recipes, and then there's a professions tab. It appears like there are the different types of items and the tabs on the left-hand corner. And there also looks like there's some sort of an XP bar at the top. Here we can see a character panel for there's a hero tab and a PvP tab. And then we can see the crafted weapon, which is this shake sword. Got some stats. It shows the sell price as well. Cool.
Suit up. It won't make you stronger, but you'll look absolutely fabulous.
So that means cosmetic.
Choose a set of talents. Boost yourself with artifacts. to become the ultimate war machine.
All right, so this is pretty exciting. We've got talents and artifacts to look at. So what appears here is that you can choose eventually 3 different talent trees, but as you can see on the right for that locked column, it looks like there's a lot more than 3 to choose from. You know, we saw that you got to pick a character that had 3 specializations that had a set layout of abilities. And when I saw that, I was a little bit worried that the customization would be lacking. However, now knowing there are apparently a pretty long list of talents, and you get to pick 3 of those trees and then specialize even further with the abilities within them, that I am assuming is where a lot of the character customization and build specialization is going to come from. That's what they showed for the talents there. Let's take a look at what this, they say there's, you can equip artifacts.
Boost yourself with artifacts to become the ultimate war machine.
So these artifacts take up the slots on the right that I originally assumed were just consumables. Okay, so this is feeling more MOBA inspired to me. The armor that was mentioned earlier that doesn't affect your character's strength is just cosmetic, but these artifacts that you equip in the 1 through 6 keybinds, those have stats on them and abilities and functionality to them. So it appears like you get your strength from your weapons as well as these artifacts that you equip. Okay, it's kind of an interesting hybrid of genres that they're doing with this game. This is very intriguing, honestly.
Use Fog of War wisely to hunt down and ambush your enemies. Attack those who dared to take your farming spot.
Basically, this means open world PvP is going to be a thing, and that using stuff like the high ground and utilizing the Fog of War, you can sneak up on other players who are doing something that you want to take from them, or you just feel like killing them.
Then chill in a city, show off your loot, and find reckless companions to take on a challenge that no one else has the guts for.
Looks like we're going to get some traditional in-town MMO chatter, like looking for player, farm bear, DPS only. They definitely should have been asking for a tank though, because let's be honest, that's exactly what it always is. This is cool though. Like you can see here, this appears to be a fairly heavy player populated town. Like there's gotta be, is there close to like 15 players there? I'm not gonna count them all out fine, I will. 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 players there. My guess was close. But yeah, this appears to be like a fairly populated player town. That's really, that's cool to see. Got some obstacles, a little bit of swimming. I don't know what the hell this music is. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to change it because of copyright. So here in the final part of the trailer, it's gonna show us going through a bit of a dungeon. There's a section with these little puzzles that you gotta walk through. We got little avoiding obstacles in the water. Some packs of enemies we're aggroing. I mean, this is looking pretty interesting, honestly. I think there's gonna be some, you have to work together to get through the door here, and then it all wraps up with a big old boss fight with avoiding some area of effects and all that stuff. That looks really cool. I gotta be honest. Now, the trailer's a little weird. I really don't know about the narration. No offense to the voice actor. I think it's just mostly the dialogue that you were given.
Shred them with your best move.
And the music choice was a little awkward. But who really cares? None of that stuff really matters. What I'm seeing here for like gameplay and systems looks really promising. Like this looks really interesting. The movement speed might be a tad slow, but that could also be a good thing because boy, oh boy, a lot of action RPGs just basically sprinting from one group of 30 plus enemies to another and then AoEing them all down. So a more methodical pace of combat color me intrigued, basically. Overall, initial impressions are pretty darn positive. The team behind this game is a fairly new team. They're called Artificial Core. Apparently they've been building this team over the course of 5 years. I don't know if that means they've been working on Corepunk for 5 years. From how that trailer looks, they've been doing it for probably close to that amount of time. Like it's looking pretty polished and put together at this point. And they did also mention that they're going to be looking to do beta in quarter 4 of 2020. What a pleasant surprise. To wake up to a brand new MMORPG that almost looks like it's practically done. It's fucking Christmas. I don't need any Christmas presents this year. I got a new sweet game to get excited for. All right, a new MMO? What is happening?